just announced the Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol undercard. You know what? I've seen a few people online saying that it's undesirable and words like that, but you know what? I don't mind it. I mean, we're 7 weeks out from the fight. The main event in Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol is unmissable. You do not want to miss that fight. You've got Artur Beterbiev, who's 20-0, 20 knockouts, I believe it is. Then you've got Dmitry Bivol, 23-0, 12 knockouts, whatever it may be. The contrasting styles, undisputed light heavyweight champion. Like I said, the contrasting styles. You've got this Beterbiev, who's this marauder, this come forward, throws loads of punches and bunches, squares up, this, that, and the next thing, but he annihilates you. He puts pressure on you. Then you've got Dmitry Bivol, who is this slick boxer, can evade punches, doesn't get drawn into a fight. Look at the Canelo fight. So yeah, that fight alone just makes this October 12th card unmissable, just for that fight. But I want to break down the undercard, and I will talk about the main event at the end. But the undercard, we'll start with Shakur Stevenson and Joe Cordina. Now, Shakur Stevenson, if you look at the video below this one, I said the lightweight division should be the best division in boxing right now. I mean, look at the guys in it: Tank David, Lomachenko, Shakur Stevenson, Denis Baranchyk, William Cepeda. You know what I mean? Just come on now. If they all fight each other, man, that's going to be the most exciting division, hottest division in boxing. But they're not fighting each other, which is a shame, really. Tank's got a date in November, I think it is, in the T-Mobile Arena. I think it's November in Las Vegas. Shakur Stevenson wants to fight. You can just tell by the way he goes off on Twitter and he calls everybody out, this, that, and the next thing. And he's fighting Joe Cordina. I know there was a talk about William Cepeda, but he's fighting Joe Cordina. Which I'm not mad at that. Joe's a good fighter. Joe's a very, very good fighter. When he won the IBF title the first time against Ogawa, I think Shakur was WO World Champion. And when I spoke to Joe immediately after the fight, I don't think he called Shakur out, but he said, if nobody wants to fight Shakur, I'll fight him. So Joe's wanted this fight for a long, long time when he was the first time around the IBF champion. Shakur Stevenson, there was talks about the William Cepeda fight. That didn't come through. I would have liked that fight because William Cepeda's probably got that style which could probably cause Shakur problems. But Joe Cordina's a slick boxer as well. Not as slick as Shakur. A lot of people are saying Shakur is this era's Mayweather. But I like that fight. I think Joe is going to be good at lightweight. I mean, maybe he went to the well too many times at super featherweight, and that probably, in his own admission, why he performed like that against Kakachi. But you can't take nothing away from Kakachi, man. Tell you what, you cannot do that. But anyway, he's had a fight at lightweight before. I think he was a British champion at lightweight, Joe Cordina. So this fight might suit him. This weight he might be bigger than Shakur Stevenson. He might be. I'm not too sure. And I've been around both fighters, Joe mostly, but not Shakur. I can't quite remember how tall he is compared to me, so I can't really compare right now. But I'm sure Joe's bigger. And then you've got the Chris Eubanks Jr.'s return. I mean, who doesn't like a Chris Eubanks Jr. fight? You know what I mean? So he's fighting Kamal Zerameta, who's only lost to Golovkin and who was the other one? Was it Golovkin and Charlo? Was it? I'll double check on BoxRec here. Let me just double check. Well, anyway, he's lost to Golovkin and Munguia, that was it, Munguia. Chris Eubanks Jr. returns. By the time he steps foot in that ring, it'll be over a year. He's up against a good game opponent in Zerameta, which I'm not... Listen, for your first fight back in over a year, then listen, you need a tough test, but a test that you're going to get through so we can see the big fights that you want to be in, the Canelos, the Crawfords, all these guys that you're calling out. Then you've got that British heavyweight title fight, Wardley and Clarke. The first fight was amazing. It was a battle of attrition. If we get the same sort of fight, then we're in for a treat. Everyone loves a heavyweight fight, and these two put it on the line. You just need to see the end of the 12th round. No, sometimes after a fight, end of the 12th round, a fighter will put his arms in the air to show the judges that he had won, or to tell the crowd that they had won. Both fighters never done that. Both fighters went back to the corners exhausted. They put on a show last time out. So that fight is exciting as well. There's Cordina and Shakur Stevenson, not a bad fight. The heavyweight fight, Chris Eubanks Jr. returns. Then we got Opetaia against Jack Massey. Jack Massey is a good fighter. He beat Isaac Chamberlain last time out. He went the distance with Joe Parker up at heavyweight. He's a solid, and I mean solid cruiserweight. So Jack Massey's no mug. I'm telling you right now, he's no mug. He lost against Riakpo, he lost against Joseph Parker. That's the only 2 losses on his record. And he's up against Jai Opetaia, who I really like. So that fight's a good fight in itself as well. Do you know what I mean? It's Skye Nicolson defending her WC World Champion against Raven Chapman. Great fight. Do you know what I mean? Ben Whittaker up against Liam Cameron. That's a good fight as well. So it's a good card. People saying it's not a good. I like it. I do like the card. The fights are good. The heavyweight fights, the cruiserweight fight in Jai Opetaia. Then you've got the debut of young Mohamed Alako. Okay, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how he gets on against Jesus Gonzalez. That'll probably start off the show. But yeah, the card is good. It's a good card. It's a very good card. We've got a British heavyweight title fight, 1, 2, 3, 4 world title fights, and 4, including the undisputed, which is Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol, which, like I said, is unmissable. If you're a pure boxing fan, or you're an armchair fan, or you're a casual fan, you don't really tune into boxing, watch Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol. I'm telling you, this fight is going to be good. Again, I don't know how to score this fight. I really don't. Artur Beterbiev is close to 40 years old, I believe. He's 39. He's had the last 3 fights, he's pulled out with injury. Now, I don't know if that's something his body's telling him, or what. Are these injuries starting to pick up because he is getting to that age now where 40-year-old is old for a boxer. I'm going to be honest with you, it is old. We know we've seen fighters perform at 40, and Bernard Hopkins and George Foreman and whatnot, but sometimes there's anomalies and fighters do that. But Artur Beterbiev, 40-year-old up against a 33-year-old Dmitry Bivol, amateur pedigree, slick fighter. Will the injuries tell on Artur Beterbiev? Who knows? But the styles, the two opposites. But they're going to blend together quite nicely, I think. I think it's going to be an absolute war. No, maybe not so much a war, that might be the wrong word, but it's going to be an unmissable fight where can Dmitry Bivol use that IQ, the skill set, the punch selection to keep somebody like Artur Beterbiev off him? We know Artur Beterbiev's style. You know what you're going to get. He's going to be on your chest. He's going to come forward. He's going to throw shots from all angles. And it's a fight where it's been in the making for a long time. Let's be honest, man. It's unmissable. Honestly, it's unmissable. I cannot wait. That's how excited I am. I cannot wait to watch this fight. Undisputed. I love the fact that we're going to find the number 1 in that division, the number 1 guy in the division. That is what makes boxing great. It's just having one guy in one division. There's 4 world champions right now in every single division. You don't know who's the number 1 guy at lightweight. People argue it's Tank. Yeah, but then you've got Lomachenko there. Then you've got Shakur Stevenson there. Until they fight, we won't know. Do you know what I mean? Because boxing, anything can happen. It takes one punch. But I love the card. I do love the card. And the main event in itself is the fight to make this card anyway. They could put anyone on. I was tuned into this card just waiting patiently for the main event because it's just an unbelievable fight. Let me know what you think of the main event, actually. First of all, let me know what you think about the main event and the card in itself. Artur Beterbiev, this brawler, come forward, doesn't leave you alone against the slick IQ boxing style of Dmitry Bivol. Can Dmitry Bivol keep Artur Beterbiev off him for 12 rounds? It's 36 minutes. It's a long time. And yeah, the card in itself, I like it. I think it's good. We've got a British heavyweight title fight. Chris Eubanks Jr. returns. Shakur Stevenson, Skye Nicolson, and defending on world titles against Cordina and Raven Chapman. And Ben Whittaker returns, a very entertaining fighter. I mean, come on, Jai Opetaia and Jack Massey. That's going to be a good fight. Don't sleep on that fight, trust me. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. You know what to do. Please like, subscribe, comment, watch the video in its entirety. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm an idiot. If I don't know what I'm talking about, I'll engage with you and where I can improve. But let me know what you think, guys. You know what to do. Comment.